Hey guys, welcome back to Celestial Base Building. Today I am glad to tell all the players that Celestial Base Building is now accepting payments through various payment methods. We are the first base building server around the Clash community which is accepting payments through different payment methods. We are now accepting payments through Paytm, MobiKwik, PhonePe, PayPal and Google Pay. You can get amazing cashbacks by using these payment methods. And due to this, you can buy base layouts at much more cheaper prices. Numerous players were unable to buy bases due to limited ways of payment method. And now Celestial Base Building has come out with an awesome solution. Hope you guys would like it. To order base layouts, join our Discord server. The link for the same is given down below in the description. And last but not the least, do not forget to like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel. Also follow us on all the social media accounts and all the links for the same are given down below in the description. Now guys, let's hop into the another part of the video. Various people complain that after the release of new Zap update, it has been broken the game on the basis of defense. Every town hall has been affected badly due to that. But guys, Celestial Base Building has solution for everything. Let's watch the base built by our TH11 base builder Babe defends one of the most powerful attack strategy, which is Zap Witch. So let's hop into the video. Let's have a look over the base. It was run in New Days clan against the clan named as Lost Bokara Seka. Let's see what the attacker comes with. He's gonna come with Zap Witch as we told at the previously. So he uses 3 zaps, 1 EQ on the Inferno Tower, another zap on it and takes down the Inferno Tower. Same he does for the second Inferno Tower. He takes out both the Inferno Towers but he isn't able to take any more value up with it, but he damages other buildings and some defense buildings with those EQs. He comes with the Witch Spam with 2 golems, I think. Yeah, he's bringing also 1 log launcher. He enters from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. He pops up the Warden ability. That's a really early Warden ability. Log launcher opens a vast part for the troops and gives access to almost 80%, I guess 90% of the base. Hogs come out from the log launcher. Here comes out the CC. The defensive CC is consisting of some goblins, some I guess 1 headhunter and 2 super minions. I don't think they will be they are gonna pose a great problem for the attacker because they are all single target hitters. I mean the defensive clan castle. There are tons of witches remaining. He drops a jump. He gives access to the rest of the base at the bottom side. Tesla farm around the town hall. Okay, Queen pops her ability. She was taking damage from the X-bow. Here comes the tornado trap. It was beside the eagle artillery. There are still tons of witches remaining and all the pointed defenses. Only 1 wizard tower is left, which is a splash damage. And still this base is gonna defend. Like it's a question mark for this base. All the skellies are on the town hall. Town hall goes down. Warden is now supporting the witches at the 12 OC. All the witches in the compartment with the defensive compartments have gone down. Warden is getting hit by the archer tower. Did this base defend to close this attack? There are still a lot of witches alive over here. I guess few witches are getting hit rather than the skellies. Yeah, the witches, only 2 witches remain, I think so. There is splash damage. Okay, so the turning point for this base was the one wizard tower left at the back end and it messed up the whole attack. Only 1 Tesla and along with that the wizard tower giving the splash damage killed all the skellies of the witches. Guys, let's have a look on the another hit. The attacker uses earthquake spells on each of the Inferno Tower along with the zap spells and takes out both the Inferno Towers. He uses super wall breakers at the 6 o'clock To give entry points for the golems, he uses 3 golems for the tank and drops all the witches along with the log launcher followed by the heroes on the 6 o'clock. They are entering into the base. Eagle has started raining showers on the troops. There are a few giant bombs which are getting triggered by the golem. The witches are having a good split on the base. You are going on the right side, you are going on the left side. Log launcher is getting deeper into the core. He uses the water ability to protect the troops from the eagle shots. He uses rage at the core. Damn guys, he had Valkyries in the clan castle and both of the Valkyries got hit due to the spring trap, and he is now left over with the Yeti in the core and along with the BK. The BK pops the ability. By BK I mean the Barbarian King. You can see on the right side guys, there are tons of witches which are getting hit by the cannons. It is due to the life-saving mortar which is hitting the witch skeletons due to the splash damage, and the cannon are able to hit the witches. He lost all the witches on the right side. I guess there is one witch on the right side. On the left side you can see it was the same situation. The mortar was hitting the witch skeletons along with the cannons were hitting the witches. Damn guys, the wizard tower gave a splash damage. That was a huge damage given to the witch skeletons, and he has lost a lot of army of witch skeletons. Now there are tons of pointed defenses which are now hitting the queen and the witches. I guess he's now left over with only one witch, and there is one splash damage remaining on the base with ton of pointed defenses. Here comes another giant bomb, and he loses the queen ability. Along with that he loses the last witch, and he's now losing both the heroes guys. I think this is gonna 1-star guys. This was a beautiful, like it was an insane 1-star defense for this base. It is really powerful base.